How may I aid you? Go in peace. What brings you here? Ancestors watch. Greetings. Go in peace. Hail. careful.
Ah, I've been expecting you. Ancestors watch over you.
Ah, I've been expecting you. Walk with the Earth Mother. I've been expecting you. Go in peace. Well met. Farewell. Ancestors watch over you. Goodbye. Go in peace. Farewell. Goodbye. Greetings. Be careful.
What brings you here? Walk with the earth.
Okay, so I've turned the mic on because I can do that right now. In case anybody is not aware, this is hardcore classic World of Warcraft, which means that you have permadeath. So if this character dies, I have to make a new one. I can make the same character, but I'll start over with nothing. So part of the reason I am sending any extra money I have off to another character is that character is just parked by a mailbox somewhere, and that way if this character dies and I have to make a new one, I don't lose all of the money that I have. It's a really smart thing to do, and I was thankful that somebody told me about that. And you might notice, especially if you've played this game before, or you're familiar with it, that I'm doing some things that seem really, really strange or slow, and that is because since it's permadeath, it is caution rules the day. It is all about being as careful as possible. Okay, I need a cougar femur. That's a strange thing to say out loud out of context. There's also a cat here screaming at me. I don't know if you all can hear him. Oh, there's a swoop. See if we can go around this coyote. In retail, current World of Warcraft, The spell Wrath is yellow because it is themed after the sun. And obviously you've got, later I'll get a spell called Starfall, which is themed after the stars or the moon. So you've got like this blue color and this orange color that complement one another very nicely. Having it be green is weird. Okay, let's see if we can get a cougar femur before we head back. Get some claws or something. There we go. Alright, what do we got here? 6, 4. I'm gonna need more than that. We'll just have to kill some stuff on the... Got him. Oh, he didn't even have anything. What a lousy bird. Is there any other stuff? Stalkers. Is that a stalker? No, that's another... Now that I need something other than cougars, all I'm gonna find is cougars. I just know it. And even though I don't have quests to kill these birds right now, it's still pretty useful because every one of them is XP. And it's XP that doesn't cut into the normal quest XP that I'm going to get. So that can help a lot. Because you kind of want to be a little ahead of the stuff that you're fighting in general. Like this cougar being level 8. See how he's kind of shredding me up? That's a little concerning at this point. How much damage he's doing to me. So I'm almost to the point where I would start doing something sort of emergency. Like drink a potion. Yeah, this cougar is kind of messing me up. Okay, do you even have anything? A lousy cougar. Okay, let's see if we can find some of those stalkers on the way. Yeah, they're supposed to be around here. There's one. Because I'd like to get up to 2 silver so that I can buy that better version of Healing Touch. Healing Touch heals for a lot. Like even right now, it heals for 1/4 of my health. But the second rank, if I remember correctly, it's more like half of my health, so that's really strong. That's a level 9. See, we need, those are workers and supervisors, so we need different ones. See if we can find some more stalkers here. Stalkers and cougars. Stalker. There's a cougar. And he's level 7. It's perfect. Ooh, my opinion on Baldur's Gate 3. I really like it. Like, almost everything about it is just excellent. I won't spoil anything because it is a game that is definitely worth not having spoiled. Story-wise, I've been through the story all the way through once. But I do need to qualify that sometimes I will go back to previous saves and see what the other options would get me. I bet a lot of people do that. So I've seen a few different endings, but I can say that the story-wise, one of the best things is that there are a lot of different permutations to the ending and even to the way that certain things happen throughout the game. And so story-wise, it's excellent. Visually, it's beautiful. There's a lot of great stuff going for it, especially if you can get some good mods going on with it. There's some things that can improve that a bit. I think they took D&D 5th edition and improved it pretty substantially in a couple of ways. And I think that if whoever, whether it would be Larian that does it or some other entity, if they were to publish a set of alternate 5th edition rules based on Baldur's Gate 3, and maybe they already have, but I think that that would be a very popular thing because it accomplishes what D&D attempts to, but without some of the confusing convolution and frustrating limitation that the D&D system, especially 5th edition, tends to have. It's a really satisfying game to play, especially because it rewards multi-classing so well. So overall, yeah, big fan of Baldur's Gate 3. It's one of those things where I wish I had more time to play through it a few more times, but it's a big game, and I don't have a ton of availability to go through it a lot, especially since I've got so many other things I want to do and play and try out, like what I'm doing right now. Let's see what else for Baldur's Gate 3. As far as classes and stuff, I'm about halfway through a Dark Urge playthrough, and so far I think it's really excellent. I don't want to spoil anything like that because I think the best way you could possibly play Baldur's Gate 3 is to go into it blind and just accept the results of your choices. Even when you think that you've made stupid failures or mistakes, just accept them and move on, because you never know what kind of an impact it will have on the story later. It's a game that you can trust with the outcome of your story. But so far, I think what I've seen of Dark Urge so far really necessitates 2 full playthroughs with it. But I'm only about halfway through it. But I suspect that you would have 2 very different outcomes depending on what kind of decisions you make, or even the decisions that I've already made with it, just to be vague enough that I don't give anything away. Because I had some suspicions pretty early on in my playthrough of what was going on, and so far it seems like I'm kind of right, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody. It's too good to spoil. With classes, what I tend to do is just charisma-based stuff. So any like warlock and paladin and bard or sorcerer, different combinations of that is really good. And I think that since it all centers around the same attribute, it's really good to min-max. And that's the attribute that is one of the most valuable when it comes to conversations. So I think that if they were going to change something, it would be good to make some of the other builds a little more universally viable in that way. But I'm not exactly sure how you would go about doing that. It would take a fairly significant reimagining of parts of the D&D system. You just finished Act 2 with Dark Urge? Yeah, I'm about halfway through Act 2 with Dark Urge, and there was one particular event that took place that was just something else. Ooh, do I want 10 more armor, or do I want 64 copper? Yeah, we'll just get the armor.
Shall meet again.
It's tough to talk about Baldur's Gate 3, kind of like how it's tough to talk about like Mass Effect with people that have never played it, because you don't want to ruin it for them, but you want to talk about it. Okay, what am I doing? I'm selling stuff. What kind of a character build did you use for your Dark Urge, Doritos?
What brings you here? Be careful.
Oh yeah, monk is awesome. Are you doing a sneaky stealthy monk, or like a Last Airbender monk, or the just kung fu monk?
How may I aid you? Winds be at your back.
Ooh, I would say that I think I prefer Baldur's Gate to Mass Effect overall as a gameplay experience, because I like the D&D type of system a little more than I like the first-person shooter feeling of Mass Effect. I think Mass Effect is really great, but some of the decisions that they made late into the game kind of ruined it a little. I still think it's absolutely worth playing through, but you gotta steel yourself for some strange disappointment at the end, I think, for most people. So yeah, I think Baldur's Gate is a better experience than Mass Effect, but I still think they're both absolutely worthwhile. My wife likes Mass Effect more than Baldur's Gate. She's played through it probably half a dozen times. All 3 of them. Honor mode Kung Fu Monk. That's satisfying. How difficult do you have the combat settings with that? Is it similar to Tactician, or do you have them custom? Well, I guess honor mode doesn't necessarily imply customized combat. So, yeah, that's impressive. That would be another interesting thing to go through and stream, is an honor mode. Yeah. I was thinking of the custom one, but to do an honor mode playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, it would be really hard not to just want to do like Warlock and Paladin for the extra, like the double stacked extra attacks, and just smite all day long. Oh, I'm getting close to level 9 here. Okay, Stalker Closet, that's fine. So I need Cougars. Every time I see one of these and it's skinnable, oh no, disconnect. Okay, here we go. Scary time. Disconnects are the most terrifying thing on hardcore. You never know when it's gonna happen, and like I can feel that my heart rate hit like 120 as soon as that happened. Oh boy. Okay, we're back. I'm awake now. So, funny story actually with Mass Effect. Me as an individual, I have, because of a couple of things that are kind of unique in my brain or a little different, I've always had a difficult time understanding or relating to other people on an emotional level. And so there's things like vocal intonation and body language and common expressions that I've had to learn sort of manually as I grew up. And so there's things and there's information in people's communication that is often lost on me. And I'm a lot better at it now because I'm grown up, but there's some things that still really elude me. Like, they go right by me and I don't even notice it. And so sometimes when I'm playing games and they're story-based, characters will say or do things and it doesn't really make sense to me why. And I'll actually have to have my wife come and explain some of it to me sometimes. But one particular instance in Mass Effect, and I won't spoil anything, but there's a particular moment in one of the games where two of your friends they have some mutually exclusive goals, and you are in this conversation with them to try and persuade them one way or another, and you can really only do what one of them wants. And I thought that I was steering this conversation to get them to compromise, and everything was going to go great. And I did not understand one of these characters at all. And that character ended up jumping off of a cliff because of what I suggested the outcome of this conversation should be. And it just totally took me by surprise. I had no idea that was going to happen at all, or that I was anywhere close to it. And so my wife explained to me how this character felt and what could have led to such an outcome for that. But that memory sticks out to me a lot whenever I think about Mass Effect, because it was just really, really surprising to me. Venture Co. Mine. Oh, here's the word. Those guys are too dangerous for me right now. I'm going to come back when I'm level 10 and have bear form. But yeah, sometimes I don't get it. I just don't get it at all, especially when it comes to people. People that I know, it goes pretty well. But it's like sarcasm. I'm really bad at detecting sarcasm, and I've got a friend who's very good at sarcasm. And it is amusing to this person when I don't get it. So that's fun. So Doritos, with honor mode being harder than tactician, how is it permadeath for your character as well? Because I can't remember how that goes. Or is it just permadeath for your companions, or is there resurrection options if you have scrolls and stuff? Like how hardcore does it get? Okay, let's see if we've got any more cougars around here. Oh, that's so cool. If your party dies, your save is deleted. So how do you deal with that? Is it consumables? Or, I mean, it's probably a lot of things, but like, what's the main difference in the mechanism? Is it just very carefully choosing your battles? Or a lot of like tactical awareness and, like I said, consumables? How do you go with that? Because if I decide to do something like that, I don't want to go in there and be stupid and die. Oh, I think I have enough cougars. Okay. Where's that quest? Back there. Goodness, resisting moonfire should be illegal. Okay, so charisma, so oh yeah. Okay, well, okay, a couple of things. So Doritos, from what you're saying is you try to solve your problems without fighting through conversation choices. Am I getting that right? And then unit with a soul. Yeah, it seems like you know which part in Mass Effect I'm talking about, and maybe more people than I thought ended up with the same outcome. I don't know. I thought one of them made a really good point, and I thought the other one was just being kind of selfish and whiny. So Doritos, when you do have to fight, what sort of things can you do to make sure that you actually survive really well? Because there's a finite amount of XP to be gathered in in that game, and so you can't just grind XP endlessly like you can in hardcore WoW.
Peace, friend. On the earth.
Ooh, a cloak. A better cloak. Too bad it doesn't really have a hood.
The eternal sun
I think there's
shines.
one cloak in this game that has a hood. Da-da-da. Okay, what do we got here? A bunch of garbage. Let's sell it.
How may I aid you?
Cleansing Thunderhorn. What is this? Thunderhorn Cleansing Totem. Oh, the Thunderhorn water
Go
bottle.
in peace.
Okay, so knowing where the gear is and planning around it. Do you need to min-max pretty hard even with gear in order to be viable on that kind of a difficulty? Because my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 was Tactician, and there were a lot of fights I had to try more than once. Spirit Healer, that's not going to do me any good. Oh, where is this thing? So, Unit with a Soul, have you played through Mass Effect, like the whole trilogy, quite a few times then? Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. I can save you some time. There's a few games that I just didn't even want to play through, but I wanted to know the story, so I just watched the YouTube movie that somebody made for it. What a time to be alive. It's kind of like seeing the movie instead of reading the book, I guess. Oh, hang on. Is this where the guy that lost his dog is? Yeah, Doritos is weird. Like, as harsh as that sounds, I kind of really dig. Well, I mean, I'm playing hardcore right now. But yeah, I actually really like that because it gives meaning to things. And meaning is like what's the ultimate thing to quest for in your life? It's meaning. That's the aim for everything. It's like this kind of crappy looking old Tauren model here in this game actually has, like, I have some attachment to this character because of what I've been through, because it could all be over so instantly. A few wrong moves and it's gone, and that's exhilarating to me. Especially, I mean, it's not like it's gonna do me any harm other than, I mean, you could say maybe wasted time, but I mean, time you enjoy isn't wasted. But it's, I have to be careful, and it's not that I'm being careful just because I'm RPing it. I'm being careful because if I don't, it is totally outside of my ability to change it. Even with something like Baldur's Gate 3, I mean, you can find where that save file lives, and you can make a copy of it, or there's other ways around that in a lot of games. But with this, there really isn't anything you can do. If your character dies, then he's dead. got to be careful and really hope that you don't get unfortunate disconnects, or that like I don't accidentally moonfire that Kodo. It would be really bad with me and my mouse over macros. Okay, I wonder, what are these? These Taskmasters? I don't need those. Maybe I will later. That's an 8 cougar. Still need to go find those harpies at some point. But we're gonna get to, when you say it was a really rough scene in Act 2, do you mean that it was, like, rough emotionally for what the characters did, or the combat was really difficult? Come on. Boom. Emotionally, I think I might know which scene you're talking about. And if it's the one I'm thinking of, yeah, that was emotionally sort of devastating. 3.9 DPS versus 3.3 DPS, and this is one-handed. Okay. I can't dual wield, but oh, I have a gun. I can't even shoot it, which is silly. There is a game that I've seen around. It's almost become a meme. Called Thomas Was Alone, and that I've never actually played, but I know enough about it to understand how a tiny little, like, rectangle that is anthropomorphized into a living, breathing, feeling creature can have a significant impact on you emotionally. I think it's really cool how games can do that. Alright, we're gonna go like this. My favorite form of media. You're gonna have to be a little more specific about that. Like, my favorite form of media for what? For a story, or for demonstrating competency? For stories specifically, that's a toss-up. It's probably a toss-up between not necessarily classical, but like halfway back to classical cinema and story-based video games. And I guess like story-based video games would be something like Baldur's Gate 3 or Mass Effect. Things where the story is a significant portion of the whole reason you play. The type of cinema I'm talking about is stuff from like the 80s and the 90s when it was okay to waste time. A good example of that would be, you even look at a movie like Gremlins. I watched Gremlins again, or Home Alone, better example. Home Alone, if you go through that movie and you take you take an inventory of the amount of time that is just shots that are establishing a scene, or that run a few extra seconds just to let the emotion stick with you a little bit. Modern movies don't do that. They try and get as efficient as possible with everything. And that's fine sometimes, but I think there's a lot of value in letting things marinate a little with the audience, and so that hits me really hard. I think that there's really great moments in cinema now, like the Portals moment in Endgame or the speech in Return of the King were really great. That is way too dangerous. I'm going back. But movies from back in the day, from the 80s and the 90s, maybe because that's when I grew up, but those seem more right to me. It's kind of hard to determine the nature versus nurture of that. Howdy Cosmic, can I just assume that that's a picture of a dog that you have? I don't have any of my own fancy emotes yet, but you can bet that when that happens, they will be really strange. This is going along pretty well. I'm not going to have any new stuff until level 10, but at level 10 I can do the quest. I believe level 10 is when the bear form quest happens. Because I think 30 is travel form and either 12 or 15 is aquatic form, which is strange. Something like that. It's been a very long time. Trask, if you're still there, because I honestly don't know how to look on Steam and see the names of the people that are watching right now. If you're still there, I would be interested to know your favorite form of media. I think I might have a good idea of what it is, but I'd like to see what you say.
Greetings, traveler. Ancestors.
Prairie alphas, those are the dangerous ones. It's a toss-up. I mean, because I wouldn't say music for storytelling, but we didn't really qualify that for this. Where the heck did that thing go? Oh, I'm selling stuff.
Peace, friend.
I mean, if I had to choose between... Ooh, maybe I should auction house that. If I had to choose between watching movies and listening to music for the rest of my life, I would definitely choose listening to music over watching movies. But that's just because music is the language of emotion, and it transcends time and space and understanding. A more powerful spell is active. Oh, some higher level druid must have given me their Mark of the Wild. It's better than Mark of the Wild. It's like Steve of the Wild. Yeah, I can get behind that. There are some good stories in music. And yeah, music being an important part of movies. Although that's a part that I admittedly, for as much as I love music, I have not... There another one of those things that I don't think I've given that the correct amount of time in my life. I think I've skipped over movie-based music way more than I should. Okay, Rite of Vision, Water of the Seers. Am I supposed to... Where is that? Consume the Water of the Seers in front of the tribal fire. I already did that. Didn't I? Maybe I sold his water of the seers. Let's go see. I think that dude's over here. Food crate. That's another thing though, is like it's impossible to keep up with all of it. There's so much content everywhere about everything that it's overwhelming to try and think about keeping up with it. I wonder if I abandon this quest, if it will present it again, because I think this guy gave it. I'm gonna look it up. Okay. Where's the searchy? There it is. Okay, right of vision. Does start with that guy. Might need to come back to that. Okay, what else do we have? We've got dwarven digging tools. Where do they live? I can do that too. I feel like I'm gonna die if I go over there, but I have to be brave. This belt is the kind of belt that like a glam metal band from the 80s would wear. And you like the midriff? Looking sharp. Okay. This is gonna be dangerous. We're gonna have to be very, very careful. Because death is death. And it's scary. Okay. I don't need stalkers. I need all of these things again. When you're following the vision quest, this is where it normally takes you. I'm afraid that because I didn't do the water of the seers, or that maybe it's over there. Yeah, it's over there. But is this the... Okay, good. The harpies are way more dangerous than those. As I remember right, the worst thing the dwarves do is set you on fire. And I've got 2 health potions in case things go bad. There they are, look at them. Look how smelly they look. Come on, mace skill, level up. Prospector's pick. Is that a weapon? No. I need to break the tools. That's right. It's all coming back to me. It's been a very long time since I've done this, because the last time I did this was when it was new. One cool thing that this does is if you're in a guild, and I'm in just like a leveling guild, when somebody dies in the guild, since it's permadeath, it sends a message, and everybody in the guild chat presses F. And it's really, really sad when you see somebody that's like in the 40s or 50s of levels that is dead. It's a big loss. And I need to be a little more careful. That got awfully close. Suika games, no, I don't know anything about those. What's the what kind of games are they? Sanctuary. Wondering if I should just go up to Thunder Bluff and get mining, because I'm gonna need. Watermelon Combine games. Okay, so this might be me being a little out of the loop, but in my mind, what that's telling me is that, like, you're driving a combine, which is like a large farm implement, harvesting watermelon. That can't possibly be it. Is that what it is? There's no way that's right. There's no way I have that right. Dude, this guy is level 8 and he made it to Thunder Bluff from Undercity. Mordo. It's like he wants to earn money. Matching combination type game. Okay, so I was way off, but is it like Cold Sept? You know, there is a game called Cold Sept. It's for a few different things, a few different consoles. There's a guy named Overly Critical Gamers who streams Cold Sept, and that is the most confusing game I've ever seen in my life. It's like Cones of Dunshire from Parks and Recreation, or like any of those like Rube Goldberg type of things where it's just a whole bunch of words that don't really mean anything together, and it's just supposed to sound very complicated. The game is just like that, and when you hear the guy who does it, his name is Sean. When you hear Sean explain what he's doing in the game, it sounds like those types of things where it's like, well, I just need to to spring the torque on the reality matrix, and that'll help me adjust the flange of the gravity timing so that we can pontificate a nice rolling meerkat death kick. It's just like you can't even get your brain to register any sense with that stuff. That's what that game is like. It's just crazy. So I would encourage anybody who really wants to feel their brain melt to go and watch Cold Sept. Yeah, technobabble. That's a better word than whatever I said. It is just really weird.
Looking for something special?
Guild tab. I can't afford anything fancy like tabards.
Goodbye. Hey.
That's a guild master. I don't need that. Okay, where's the weapon master? Not remember. Oh, trading goods supplies. I'm gonna need a mining pick. Oh man, it's expensive, but I'm gonna need it. Okay.
Be careful.
Oh, is the mining pick better DPS than? No, it's not. Okay. Weapon master. Okay, how much? 10 silver. Ugh. So Sanctuary is a matching combination game. I mean, I think of memory when I think of that, but I would imagine there's more to it than just pattern recognition in a grid.
How may I aid you? Goodbye.
Fruit Tetris? Oh gosh, look at that. Terrible. Just gonna sell that junk. Oh, interesting. Now, I don't think I've even played anything like that, except, I mean, like Dr. Mario. I play Dr. Mario sometimes.
How? Wind well met at your back. Ancestors watch over you.
I just can't get over how funny the term Fruit Tetris sounds. That's pretty great. Careful. Careful. I can't remember if in vanilla WoW you got XP for mining, but if you do, it's going to do me some favors. I also looked up and Blizzard released some numbers a while back of what the most dangerous thing in hardcore servers was, and apparently the thing that's killed the most people is fall damage. Oh, I've got it. I don't have track minerals yet. I've never played Bejeweled. I've played Real Tetris and some other game like that, but I can't even remember what it would have been. Yes, I did hear about people beating Tetris, or the couple of different definitions for that, and that's just wild to me, especially how the role that hypertapping played in it, I find very fascinating. I forget who it was, but somebody made a really nice documentary. It was like 45 minutes long, if I remember correctly, that went into that whole thing, and there's been a couple of advancements since then. 2 different end screens that people have gotten past. In short, just really amazing stuff.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee. Go in peace.
Oh, here we go. Mining. Clonk, clonk. Oh, failed attempt. What a loser. He can't even hit a rock with a oh, not again. It's so bad. Yay, I did it. Failed attempt. It's right there. Oh, somebody clip that. It's too bad. Failed attempt at mining. This thing really is a gift that keeps on giving, isn't it? There we go. And it didn't give me any... Yeah, of course it doesn't give XP yet. I forget when they added that. Probably Cataclysm. Are these the harpies? Oh yeah, we're not doing that. Sure. We are going over back to the dwarves. Maybe there's some stuff to mine on the way. Ask to say discreetly, did those, it was a while ago, it was a few months ago, but did those files that I gave you related to the run that you wanted to do in broadcast, did those help or do anything at all, or did you have a chance to try them? That's understandable. I know you've had a lot of other stuff going on. Okay, well, of course, yeah, Cougar has nothing. Why would a Cougar have anything? Nature hates you, Coyote. I'm tempted to look ahead and see when all of the different, I'm pretty sure bear form is at level 10, which will be really helpful. Really helpful indeed. Because at this point, Druid is really weird for the first 10 levels, because you're stuck like halfway melee, halfway spell casting, and you're not really good at either one. And your mana is so inefficient. Ooh, bad. Okay. Oh, lucky crit. Ooh. Way too close. Way too dangerous. Alright, I'm just going to take a minute here and calm down. When my character drinks water, I drink water too. It's a good way to stay hydrated. Oh, look at him. Bye-bye, little fella. I'll do more damage as I get my mace skill up too. How high is it compared to other stuff? It is actually, it's actually pretty good. Oh, worn leather boots. Are those better than what I have? They are not. They are exactly what I have. Okay. I forget what exactly the criteria to become Twitch affiliate is, but I want to do it so that I can get channel points and other stuff. I've got some ideas for some redeemables that might be kind of fun, but I need to know what to call the channel points. I haven't figured that out yet. It's got to be something really dumb. Like a word that means generic pieces of trash or something. Or something like dungeon related. That would work. I don't know what that could be. Like, you think of prison, it's like, well, maybe kites, but that's, I would be constantly explaining what that means, and so I don't want to do that. NFTs. Excellent. It's best joke of the day. Oh, NFTs are just random forms of garbage, aren't they? What a disaster. Oh, thank you for that. I would seriously do that if it wasn't for the fact that I would still need to be constantly explaining the joke. That's very good, though. NFTs are one of those things where, like, in exactly the right context, on paper, it seems like it could work or have some value. But in any form of practice at all, it immediately becomes apparent just how terrible of an idea it is. Oh crap. Yeah. We're just gonna run away. Okay. There's a mining node there. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to pull just one of those guys. This is where it gets really, really dicey. This is kind of when you hope that some other person will come by and you'll have a friend. I still need to get over to their forge and melt all these weapons. They can't hit me with them if they're melted. It's kind of like Benadryl. You can't sneeze if you're unconscious. Sharpened letter opener. Can I use that? Would I want to? I can't use daggers. Who am I kidding? I don't even know how. Which end do I hold? I don't know. Is one thing that, like, still kind of annoys me about World of Warcraft is how absurd it is that I can't learn to use whatever weapon I want to. Like, anybody can hold something and swing it at someone else. It's not that complex. If a person can tie their own shoes, they can probably figure out which is the business end of a martial implement. Oh, I don't have thorns. Let's get thorns back. Thorns is important. Aha, I can't heal now. Good thing I can do that again in 2 minutes. Alright. Drinky drinky. I'll tell you what though, if this character dies right now while I'm in this dwarf camp, that is gonna suck. I know that's exactly what I signed up for, but it's still gonna really, really suck. Okay. Where is the forge thing? Near a forge. I wonder if it's any forge. Because I've got 5 of them. Wonder. Oh, there's another mining node. See if I can separate these guys. Close enough. Now I just have to outlast this person. Ooh, getting scary. Come on, heal. Okay. Almost halfway to level 10. I do not want to clear this out by myself. Do I have... Where is that? Did I already make that? I did. No, that's thorns. Where is... Oh, okay. I think I have it. I do. Okay. Oh. Make a new one. Okay. Gotta brackets the... Put that right here. And we'll go down here. And drink while I reload the UI to save those changes. Good thing it's so fast. Okay. So we've got roots now, assuming that macro works properly. Oh, I missed his heal. Nope, run away. Ah, can't catch me. So if you're looking to play World of Warcraft, World of Warcraft Hardcore Classic, a character or personality trait that you will want to develop to be effective at this is cowardice. Being scared of things is super effective. Does anyone remember how much it cost to train another weapon type? Like two-handed maces up at that dude in Thunder Bluff. I think it was 10 silver. Oh, I missed it again. I'm gonna go here. This is a trick you can do. If you go around and when they run from you, when they're low health, they tend to run the opposite direction of where they're facing when they're fighting you. So you can sort of influence where they run to by turning them. You can also make them move back if you step inside their circle a little bit. Doesn't work every time, but it's generally pretty good. Okay, I've got to find out if I can go to another forge to break these tools. It says near a forge, but I don't know if that means like any forge. I also want to... Oh, there's a chest there too! Okay. So what we need to do is CC that guy. And kill this guy. It's fine, he'll only do that once. I think we can get far enough away that the other guy may not come down here. No, he's coming down here. Yes. Just gonna let my mana replenish a little bit so that I can do a big heal too. Here you go, dwarf. Eat that. Alright, I still need to come up with something to call the channel points here. I wonder if there's a abbreviation that's similar to NFTs, but is obviously not. And it can be something really funny and terrible. Or maybe I just will call them NFTs. I'd have to forever, like, thank Sanctuary for that hilarious idea. Oh, look at all this stuff. These are useless. That's valuable. Alright, someone else can get those. Look at that, my skill in mining is increasing. Makes me feel special. Go. Alright, time to head back to Thunderbluff. In the interest of time, I'm just going to use Hearthstone. Get there. Even though it's literally right over there and I can see it from where I'm standing, I feel better about that than I do about using the elevators. Oh, the elevators. They're dangerous.
Just the thing for you.
There we go. Sell that junk. Silver bar and everything. That thing's worthwhile. Okay. Fantasy elevators. You need to come around here more often because you keep saying things that I have no idea what they are. What is a fantasy elevator? Or elevators in a fantasy set? Like, do you mean like Thunder Bluff and Undercity? Like elevators in a game like this? Is that what a fantasy elevator is, or is it something like way more PG-13? I want to sell this thing. Look at that. Oh, gosh. Idiot. 349. We'll start the bidding at 3 even. A magical elevator hanging or having elevators in a medieval setting. I think that they're probably fraught with danger. So, I mean, cool, especially in games and stuff, but also I don't know if I would use one. If I were to... Oh, it does work here. If I were to time travel back to medieval times and see some yahoo trying to make an elevator, and it's like how do you do that? What's the mechanism? Does he just pile rocks on something and then take them off? It's terrible. How long can you keep that up? Or is it like you've got some sort of like pulley system? I just wouldn't trust it. The ropes could snap. The gears may not be forged very well. Who knows? So I wouldn't use it. I would just go ahead and stick with stairs or a ladder. But, I mean, you got to start somewhere. That's how those things get invented, I guess. but a magical elevator. I suppose all of the same concerns, but instead of it being about the craftsmanship of the thing, it's like, how good is this wizard? How reliable are his spells at lasting? If he falls asleep, is the elevator just gonna fall to the ground? Or can the magic keep going without him there? Somebody in this guild just hit level 60 on hardcore, so that's a big deal. Alright, what the heck am I doing? I am resisting the temptation to get more weapon training. Redoing my buffs. And I've got to figure out how to get to level... Oh, those are way too much. That's too much. That's too much. What do I still have? Venture Co. And, oh, I've got to go kill harpies. That's what it is. Alright, we're going to kill the harpies and then maybe wrap this up for the night. We'll see how we do. I would really like to... Oh, it's... I get so nervous coming here. The moon and somewhat decently dark nights like it used to be. Okay. Jumped safely. I mean, Thunder Bluff is just lousy with OSHA violations. And while I'm not an individual that is super into heavily regulating much of anything, there is something to be said for safety in the workplace or just in places in general. Okay. Yep, those are harpies. Oh, look at that tiny amount of rested XP I've got. There we go. 77 XP. And I need 3,000 more. I cannot in my head compute how many times 377 goes into 3,000. That's close to 80. So I guess maybe 40 of these things. 40 of those things would ding. There's the harpies. Oh, they're level 9! Oh. If I aggro 2 of them, I'm so dead. Okay. I can run away. Alright, that lightning bolt doesn't hit too hard. Okay, resisting moonfire should be illegal. There's some regulations for you. Right. I'm gonna need to go buy more water, I guess. This one's level 9 too, or any of these level... Oh, there's a level 8 one. Then I can't use the trees to block the lightning bolt. See, it goes right through the tree. The lightning bolt does. Oh well. That's one. Gonna need so much more mana from this. I didn't smelt. Can I smelt yet? No, what is professions? No, it's one of these. Nope. Isn't there a hotkey for professions? No, 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 no. Oh, well, smelting's right there. If I find a forge, I can do it. All right. There we go. Ooh, worn leather gloves. That's better than the ragged ones I have. Oh, and they're fingerless gloves. Everyone in every game ever wants to wear fingerless gloves. I don't know why they make anything else. Oh, come on, die. Okay. All right. Two of those. My goodness, they are stingy with their talons. Okay, so that comes. I got to explain some thinking with that. So, in games like this, let's say you need to go and kill like bowers and get their stomachs for some reason. You kill a bower, open up the loot, no stomach. You ask yourself, how can this be? Or maybe you kill a bower and like it drops a sword. Did the bower have a sword inside of it? No. If it doesn't have a stomach, you could assume that the stomach was damaged during combat by like you slashing it with your sword or bashing it with one of these. And if there's a sword in the loot of the bower, you could say that, well, maybe it was just lying there on the ground. And the last guy that fought that bower didn't make it. And that's his sword. It was just near the bower. These are the sort of things that you can do, the mental gymnastics, as it were, to make games like this make a little more sense. Because it doesn't make sense for a bower to not have a stomach. How could he grow? Doesn't make sense. And, oh, hey, look, a chest. That's going to get me in trouble. And it doesn't make sense for bowers to carry swords inside of them or otherwise. But that other thing I said, oh, that could work. Yes, yes, fly towards me, you fool. Excellent. Ooh. Hey, look at these. Not as good. Surprising. Okay. I got 5 of those things. I only need 3 more. And maybe if I get lucky, I can clear out enough to get that chest over there. Where was it? Did somebody come get it already? Oh, there's a lot of them by it. Oh, that one's only level 7. Alright, time to die. You're right in your face. This is a fun dance. Okay. An 8, that's a 7. 7. Gotta hurry, because the first ones I killed will be respawning pretty soon. Reminds me of doing trash in, come on, Karazhan. I think it was a 30-minute respawn time for the trash, and so if you wiped on a boss too many times, you would have trash to clear again. Eventually they quit doing that, but part of me kind of thought that was an immersive way to provide a sense of urgency. Here we go. Wind Fury Witch. Well, I wasn't gonna say anything, but... Oh, I got the treasure! Look at that. Not very good stuff, but still need 2 more of those things. Getting, find minerals. It's like find fish, because, I mean, you can't track fish. Fish don't leave footprints. I have not played Stardew Valley. It's one of those games that I'm aware of, and I can definitely appreciate, but I don't know when I would ever have a significant enough desire to do so for that type of gameplay. It's kind of like smooth jazz. I can appreciate a lot of it, but I don't particularly enjoy listening to most of it. Now, I forget. I think smooth jazz mentioned there's a meme for you if you're up on that scene. It's not necessarily the typical form that such a meme takes, but I'll be a little impressed for anybody that gets that. Oh, I wasted all my mana on thorns, and it is going to profit me nothing because this thing doesn't melee very much. Okay, is smooth jazz mentioned? Is that some other kind of meme that I just don't know? It is the lick. E, E, F, G, E, C, D. Very, very good. For the longest time, I wanted to find a way that I could convey the lick just by using simple text, and that was the best I could come up with, is just essentially putting the notes in. You could do it in other keys, but you'd run into like flats and sharps and it would be more confusing. In fact, I believe C is the only key in which you could do it without having to make it more confusing than that. Since it's really just a scale. It kind of loops around itself a bit. Oh, we gotta go all the way back to Bloodhoof Village, which is like 1,000 miles away now. I mean, not gonna lie. Been through a lot on this druid. Feel pretty accomplished. Gotta get bear form. I really hope bear form is as OP as I remember it being. It would be nice to not be like ridiculously fearful of my life by fighting same level stuff. Unit with a soul, do you have a music background of some kind? I wonder how dark it is. It's a little darker. Maybe I could reduce that a tiny bit. Let's see what that would look like if I do a little less exposure compensation. I do like that better. Pretty. All right, on. What did you play? I'm just gonna guess trombone. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. And the only reason I thought of it was because your name shows up as yellow in the chat, and the shape of the letters, it made me think of a trombone, even though it's not even very accurate that way. But yeah. Bones. So if you're still passively interested in related things, there is a channel on YouTube that you might be already familiar with called George Collier. And no relation to Jacob Collier, who I think is... I don't think overrated is the right thing to say, but I really don't understand why everybody's super gaga for the guy. He knows music really well, and he's got, like, one of the best ears in the whole world. But George Collier, he takes musical videos of like different people playing or doing different things and just transcribes them on the screen. And there's some really incredible stuff, some very, very good trombone solos in there that are absolutely worth checking out. Oh, I just gotta go grind some more crap and then we're level 10. Okay, where's some... I gotta sell some crap. If you want a good place to start with George Collier's channel, if you haven't seen it, is just go into YouTube and search for greatest barbershop tag. Look for that, and what you'll find is truly remarkable. Really, really great stuff. But the whole channel is just loaded with really awesome things. If I didn't think I'd get in trouble with Twitch, I'd just turn that on right now because it's so good. Okay, what the heck am I doing? Oh, nice. Yes, tell me what you think when you hear it. Okay, where are we going? Come on, brain. Come on, brain. Rite of Wisdom. Where is that? That's way over there. I am getting a little more XP. That's what I need to do. And I'm going to do that by going over and killing Venture Co. people. Nope, they're level 10. We can kill cougars. I'll have to find a bunch of music that is really okay to play on streams, because Twitch has got some weird rules with music. Like, if I'm gonna play something and I play it live myself and it's not recorded, then that's fine. And I can play just about anything I want to, except obviously the Eagles. Because screw the Eagles. Those guys. They don't want anybody to love their music. Yeah, Nintendo music tends to be safe. I've learned that through a few people, and so I might turn on some of that here and there. That would be good. But that's one thing that I would want to do for Channel Point Redemption is song covers. I think that could be a lot of fun. Oh, let me see. Okay, I'm going onto YouTube real quick because there's another one that I want you to check out. Because the barbershop tag one is great, and I'll go back and listen to that probably a couple of times a month. It's just so good. Search in George Collier's channel for The Most Beautiful Trumpet Solo. That one is also just incredible. It's like, it's perfect. It's just perfect. Okay, where's some cougars? I'm thirsty for cougar. No, yeah, I can't say that. I just need a few more things dead. I need 400 XP. I just need 7 cougars. And then we can start actually druiding, well, soon. I'm probably going to need to be like level 14 or some jump to finish the quest for bear form. I just know it. Whoa there. Easy, Turbo. I need some MP5. MP5 in this context is mana per 5 seconds, not a submachine gun. So close. Okay, we're just gonna moonfire and bash. Come on, Cougar, let's go. You and me right here. Tangling with this cougar. It's a feisty one. Dagger Rogue is good, somebody asked in guild chat. I wonder if Eviscerate still does static damage. That was what made the whole World of Roguecraft phenomenon possible, is that the finisher, Eviscerate, would do 15, I think it was 1500 damage, no matter what. It didn't scale with your gear or with anything else at all. Your stats were irrelevant to that. It just did that much damage no matter what. So people complained about it because it couldn't get higher, but that also meant it would do that much damage even if you didn't have any gear on, which is how the naked rogue thing was possible, because you'd still do the same amount of damage with that main very often used ability regardless. Fascinating times. But I wonder if they made it scale in Classic. Yes! Level 10, and I'm gonna get talent points. Alright. Nature's Grasp. Oh, it's such a hard choice. Because Nature's Grasp is like a get out of jail free card. Or, hear me out, I could be angry. Or, improved Mark of the Wild. These are difficult choices to make. But I think the safest thing to do right away might be Nature's Grasp, but I've got to think about it because it's going to be expensive to respec that if I need to change it. All right, let's go back here. See what kind of fun stuff we get. There's got to be a good... I think that's the quest that what's-her-face Rune Totem has for me. I made it. I feel like this is a major accomplishment. This is a milestone. Getting level 10 for the first time in hardcore. Feels good, man. Boing, boing, boing. Yes, there it is. That's the bear form quest. It's gotta be. Okay. Heeding the call. Why, yes, I think I do. Speak to Turak Rune Totem on the Elder Rise of Thunderbluff. I should read all of that, but I don't want to. I seek training as a Druid. What have we got? Was that really just new ranks of everything? It was. And that's fine because they're important. Oh, it gives me more attributes now. Okay, boom. My Hearthstone still has 30 minutes left. And now I think in retail, Hearthstone's... Oh, hey, there's another quest over here. Hearthstones in retail are like 15-minute cooldowns or some nonsense now. 60-minute cooldown. Hearthstone is like last stand. Warchief's Blessing. Well, I didn't get that.
What brings you here? Be careful.
The Hunter's Way. Okay.
Well,
Whatever. I gotta go all the way over to Thunderbluff. Then he's probably... It's way up there. Oh, it's gonna be so dangerous. Going on all of these lifts and stuff. Elevators, man. They're just dangerous. Did I even sell things? I guess I don't have that much to sell. Making some good moolah, though. Okay, we gotta go to heeding the call. I am staying up way past my bedtime doing this. Brave Dark Sky. That reminds me of a Star Wars character. It's Luke's friend named Biggs. and Biggs's last name is Darklighter. Now, if you think about it too hard, you might do like I did and get hurt. Don't think about too hard what Darklighter could mean, because I sure can't figure it out. But that's a very George Lucas type of name to come up with. Oh, that reminds me. So, Trascodon would know about this because he's seen it in real life, but my phone, my keyboard on it, on my phone, has the credit title card from at the end of Star Wars movies where it says written and directed by George Lucas in the blue lettering on the black background. That's the background of my keyboard on my phone. That makes me smile when I see it. Look at this. I have 1% of my level. Let's just kill this prairie stalker because we can. Look how powerful I am now. Haha. Alright. I'm going to need to use a classic talent calculator to figure out what kind of a build I really want to make. There's so many good things. Most of these just say improved something. But Resto's got some stuff that's kind of important. Because Enrage now instantly generates 5 rage. That's important. This is the thing, though. This is the thing. That's before cats had charge. Okay. Time for the elevator boss. Gotta be very, very careful. Okay. Made it on. Up we go. Very, very careful. And time to smelt. There's a cat screaming at me. Time to smelt this ore. Oh yeah, smelt it all. It smelt so good. That's what I'm talking about. Look at all them minerals and whatnot. You want to buy some garbage? Here, buy that. Excellent. Okay.
Goodbye.
Now, gotta find somebody who can sell me some bags. What have you got? Any cheap bags? No. I do play Magic. I've got a... Oh, this is tempting. I'm not going to do it. I've got a group of local friends that I play with. We play Commander. And I have 3 Commander decks that I use. I've got Nekasar.
Looking for something special?
That is all about, like, death through attrition. And it's really built that way. When we play Emperor, I don't know if you know how Emperor works, but I usually use Nekasar if I'm the Emperor on one of the teams. And then I have Rivaz of the Claw for he's a mana dork for commander for a black-red dragon deck. Which is kind of a twist on your normal dragon decks. I like doing things a little differently than most people, just to be unique. So I've got that one, and then I have the Scarab God for just a zombie deck that I really, really like how that one plays. But yeah, my favorite color in Magic is black. I just like the way that it functions. And close seconds would be blue and red. I don't really do much of anything with green and white. Which is funny, because when I first started playing, green and white was like the main thing I used for everything. But that evolves. Doritos, what sort of Magic do you play? Do you play Commander, and if so, what kind of decks do you use?
Greetings. Ancestors watch over you.
Ragefire Chasm.
Be careful.
There's no way. There's no way. I'm gonna die
Farewell.
if I go into Ragefire Chasm. That's crazy talk. I'm not going into Ragefire Chasm till I'm like level 15.
What brings you here? Winds be at your back.
Oh, I'll bet. Let's see. War Doctor, is he... What would he be? Would he be white-red? I forget. I remember looking through all of the Doctor Who stuff they came out with, and some of it's really clever.
Be careful. We shall meet.
Oh, I forgot I get to go to Moonglade.
Well met.
Gale, so you just play a bunch of spells over and over and over again using that, or like what does Gale do? Is it multiple copies of it, or that's Storm? How does Gale work?
Go in peace.
Well, I've got to go all over creation now with all this Druid stuff. But wait, hang on, are those? It's Moonglade time, yo. Alright, where's that thing? Teleport to Moonglade. I'm just going to put that right there. Oh, interesting. Do you have to exile it after you cast it from the graveyard? I wonder if there's something that can prevent that, or I mean, even that's not so bad, because Rivaz of the Claw, my dragon commander, he can play dragons from the graveyard, and then when they die, you have to exile them, and so it's better recursion than most things have. Okay, where is upstairs? I'm gonna fall off of these places and break my leg and die. I just know it.
I'm listening.
Okay. Moonglade. Smelly Night Elves. Seek out the Great Bear Spirit. Oh, that's what I'm all about. Okay, am I gonna be... I want to jump off of there so bad, but I'm not gonna do it. We are... Really? Really? Do you see this? What is that? Look at this. It's just dumb. What? I should report that as a bug. I mean, this is an add-on, the quest tracker. Just come on. We couldn't like have multiple lines, truncate a little. Oh, I can't go down there. Okay, we found a safe way down. This is so nerve-wracking. This looks exactly like the other place. Okay, where is the bear spirit? Where is he? Where is the... Northwestern Moonglade. Okay. I agree. I like commanders that are not the super mainstream ones. Like anything with Eminence, I don't want anything to do with, because I think Eminence is super broken and kind of dumb. There's one guy. Oh, what is he called? Hang on, I'm gonna look this up. It is Volrath the Shape Stealer. So he's a legendary guy, so he can be your commander. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, you put a -1/-1 counter on up to one target creature. So it's all optional. And then you pay 1 mana, and until your next turn, Volrath the Shapestealer becomes a copy of target creature with a counter on it, except it's a 7/5 and has that ability. So they can, like... he can keep on shape-shifting into other things. And that's a fun one to build some weird deck strategies around. Oh, there's the Great Bear Spirit. He looks so angry. I hope he doesn't kill me. Alright, what's up, dude? Please don't attack me. What do you represent?
What do you represent, spirit?
Not even reading what the bear says.
I seek to understand the importance of the strength of the body.
When I try and do a Tauren voice, I just sound like John Redcorn.
I seek to understand the importance of the strength of the heart. I have heard your words, Great Bear Spirit, and I understand. I now seek your blessings to fully learn the way of the claw.
Blah, 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 blah. Yep, I just talked to a bear. Where do I go? Quest complete? Great. Return to that guy. Okay. Is there a cooldown on teleport to moon? There is not. Excellent. I wonder, is that guy... let's just go through these houses. What are some of the other niche commanders that you've used, Doritos? Oh, it's way up there. How do I get way up there again? I gotta stop jumping off of things. I gotta go where? How do I get there? How do I get there from here? How do I make you see? How do I tell you what my heart's been telling me? What does mutate do? I know that there's some werewolf commander that's not a werewolf but is really good for werewolves that do something similar to that, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what mutate does.
What brings you here?
Look at this dude, though. Look at his face. What would he sound like if I were to voice act this guy? I sense wisdom in you, young one, that was not present when we first met. You gaze upon me with strength and knowing intent. Though this intent is not yet focused, you will now learn to focus your strength and adopt the nature of the bear into your work. Blizzard should hire me. Massacre Girl? What is that?
Go in peace.
Return to Thunder Bluff. If I use this again, it's not going to take me back to there. Oh, is my Hearthstone available? Not for... How the heck am I supposed to get to Thunder Bluff from here? Because if I use Teleport to Moonglade again, I bet I'm going to show up right down there in the grass. Because I don't think it had the, like, recursive function to it this early in the game. Yep, there I am, right there in the grass. Okay. That's about... I don't have any connected flight paths to that. And the Flight Master is all the way down there. Oh, wait a second. Druid only flight point to Thunderbluff. All right. Mix abilities and power of 2 creatures. Okay, yeah, I can remember seeing that. I forget exactly how it works, but that's the general idea. Stuff like that can be a lot of fun because it can make it kind of unpredictable. And what your repertoire is. It's like that Shape Stealer guy. Is every game's going to be a little different because it depends on what your opponents bring. I feel like there's something else I should be doing here in Moonglade, but I can't remember what it is. So I won't. Definitely not kill the squirrels. All of the other druids will get so mad at me if I do that. It would be silly to set my Hearthstone here. That'd be really, really dumb. Yeah, fly me to Thunderbluff. Here we go. What a peaceful flight. Oh, nice. Any creature dies? So even your own creatures? Because you could set that up to be pretty nasty. Oh, I don't have the thing that tells me how long the flight paths are going to be. It is gonna be a minute. That makes me wonder. Okay, while we're doing this... see if I can get this working. Okay, I think that's working. But we might be stereo panned funny. Okay. Is that coming through? We're still a ways from Mulgore. Okay, so I'm going to play something that I haven't played in a while just to see how this goes. So we'll see how levels go. I might need to adjust this a little bit. It is a good song, but it's a better song when I don't make so many mistakes. But it's hard because it's the middle of the night and people are sleeping in the other room, so I have to turn the volume on the piano down a lot. and that means it's hard for me to hear what I'm doing. But so far, so good. We'll do more of that stuff in the future. Because that piano can make a lot of different sounds. If I can get the microphone over there during the daytime, we could do some proper song covers. That'll be fun. That's one thing I'd like to do for Channel Point Redemption, is to have a list of... Oh gosh, imagine falling down there! Is to have a list of song covers. Or maybe even a tiered list, like choose a tier 1 song from the list, and then I'll play it. Or a tier 2 song, which might be like more difficult to do, and then I'll play that. Okay, quick. Should I try this? Should I do this? Is this jump worth it? Is this jump worth it? I'm so scared. I'm gonna do it. It was fine. Took my life in my hands. It's such an irresponsible thing to do. For anybody who's curious, that song was a really shaky rendition of a song called Christophery's Dream by David Lanz, and it is about a guy I believe his surname was Christophery, or Cristofori as it's sometimes pronounced, and he was the guy who invented the piano. What he was trying to make was a harpsichord that didn't have such a harsh tone and could play quieter or louder. In Italian, piano means quiet or soft. So that's why the piano is called the piano, is because it can play softly, because it has that quiet pedal, which I did not use at all. Because nobody uses it. Because they want to play loud. Use the Cenarian lunar dust on the Moonkin stone between Mulgore and the Barrens to bring forth Lunaclaw. And then I need to kill it. Okay.
Be careful.
So... Alright, this is definitely... Well, we'll do that. I don't care about sending stuff. Okay, the tracker. Is there a way to make it so that it doesn't stick out so far? This is silly. Let's try that, and then let's... How do I unlock the tracker? Oh, that's still no good. Oh, here we go. Where was that thing? Okay. Alright, good. Lock tracker. Okay, we made it. Now, Lunar Claw. I am going to look up Lunar Claw. Luna Claw. How dangerous are you? Luna Claw Spirit? Oh crap, which one is it? Face Luna Claw. It's level 12. Killed with no problem at level 10. I've got a potion. Am I seriously gonna go try to face Luna Claw alone? It seems dumb. How many things am I going to need to kill? Gosh, I don't remember these quests at all because I haven't done them since my actual Druid on retail went through this for the first time. Those are the lifts. Oh, I guess I can go this way. That's still not going to be nearly enough. Alright, so we need to head south and then go that way. Oh, man. This goes up. What? Thunder Bluff, how many people has it killed? This is, like, look at this. This is so dangerous. One false step, and it's all over. You gotta re-roll. Okay. We're braving the elevator again. Here we go. Gonna do it. Gonna do it. Okay, we made it. Elevator boss conquered again. The demon scarred cloak. I'm gonna have to come back and get that because if I remember right, that thing's actually kind of cool. I don't remember what it does. Oh, I forgot to get fishing. Should have gotten fishing and first aid while I was there. I could use all those things to make bandages and crap. I don't need bandages, what the heck? This is kind of like the thing I was talking about with movies earlier, is taking the time to like being allowed to waste time, because the journey all the way over here, or like that flight path, and this is a 3-5 minute run maybe to get to over here, to get to Camp Toraho, and that it's okay. It's okay for it to just be not much of anything happening, because it gives you this pause in between points of action or interest. And I think that gives context or contrast to the big impressive moments. If everything is crazy and impressive, then it all becomes the same. But if some of the time is calm and reflective, then those crazy impressive moments, not only do they seem more impressive by contrast, but they also give you something to reflect upon during those moments of pause. Right, Morin Cloudstalker? I wish I could high-five him. I'll just imagine that I did. He seems like a pretty cool dude. Oh, look at people on their flight paths. Maybe I should have taken a flight path to there. I don't know if I am allowed to, because I think I have to manually get the flight path first. Ah, well. Okay, I guess worst case scenario, if Lunaclaw's about to kill me, I can root it and then run away. And I've got a health potion that isn't really that good. I'm gonna ask in guild. Oh, here we go, getting my first flight path. There's that nasty old quillbower. I remember this place fondly. It was one of those places that the Alliance burned down during the Cataclysm. The guy wants me to go to Crossroads and sell my soul to the Alliance or something. But what I really need to do is find Lunaclaw. Oh, it's over there. There's a guildie here that wants to help me. Oh. We'll see how this goes. There he comes. Gonna be close. Why am I asking a moonkin for bear stuff? That's weird. Alright, where is this? Tarun Totem. Okay. Hearthstone time. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna pick up bear form and then lament how late it is, because the morning comes soon. Alright. I just gotta walk across this bridge without falling off and dying. I wonder how many people have fallen off this bridge in hardcore and died.
Greetings. We shall meet again.
Oh, there it is. What? I don't want that big thing right there. Silly. Okay, what is that? That is the stance bar. We're just gonna disable that thing? Thought I disabled it. Stance bar. Okay. I guess I'll put it way over here and make it invisible. Rock and roll. Now we can go in here and take this and put it right there, and then bear form. Okay. We'll put attack right here. We'll put I'm gonna need to macro that. Do that. mall goes right there. I can't remember. Just put Growl up there. Look at this ugly bear form. That's alright. He's beautiful to me. $280 hit points, 259. That's not that much more. How do my stats change? Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that armor. Boom. It like more than doubles. Melee damage goes way up. Sweet. I wonder if there's any... I don't think I'm any faster. There's 1,000 Druid trainers here. Got anything for me there, Precious? Demo roar. Alright, we gotta put demo roar somewhere. Let's see, what is he gonna have for me later? I'm gonna get Enrage at 12, Bash, Swipe, more Maul, and then cat stuff. Frenzied Regen's gonna be great. And then Dire Bear form at 40, I remember that. Okay. So yeah, there we go. Alright. We got bear form doing pretty good with all this action. It is time for Mr. Bear to... That's not how bears sleep. There we go. Clonk. Alright, Mr. Bear is going to sleep. And so am I. Thank you everybody who tuned in, for watching, for talking. I hope you all have a good rest of the early morning and a good day tomorrow. Okay, thanks, bye.